How's it going, guys? Carl here, North Coast Constrictors. Welcome back to the channel. So we are changing things up this season. We haven't even finished hatching out all our eggs. I've still got 2 clutches of eggs in the incubator, but it is now the middle of February. This is the 3 to 4 months that we start prepping now females and males for the upcoming season, where we start pairing. And it depends where you are in the country, but for me, around about the end of May, beginning of June is when I start pairing up. Now, I have been keeping my snakes on wood chip. Okay, I have changed from newspaper to wood chip, to unprinted newspaper. I've tried cocoa husk. I even tried sawdust, wood shavings at a point. And for the last 2 seasons, I've been using wood chip. Now, I didn't have any I had 1 or 2 bad experiences with wood chip, but generally overall it's okay. What I've found with the wood chip though is it can affect, like I've had 2 males that had infected hemipenes because of how small the wood chip is. You see these little chips of wood here, you know, they're tiny. Okay, now when I'm feeding and they strike a rodent, and you know this gets on the fur, they can easily ingest this. Okay, bigger snakes is not so much of a hassle, but the smaller ones it can be. Not only that, when it gets wet, it's shitty when it gets wet, you know, and the snakes sometimes get into the water bowls. Not only that, it can smell. So I know a lot of breeders and some of my mentors, close friends of mine, top breeders here in South Africa, they swear by sawdust, wood shavings, particular kind of brand, pine, kiln dried. And I thought to myself that this season, 2023, my breeding season, I'm gonna, once all my females have laid eggs and they're all finished and whatever, I'm gonna convert over and I'm gonna try 2023, my 3rd season. I'm gonna try it on wood shavings. So these are the wood shavings I'm gonna use. Quite thick, okay, kiln dried pine. All right, and I'm in the process. That's why this room looks like a bomber's hit it. You'll see, not the neatest room in the world. So what we're doing is going through all the racks and taking the snakes out, and we are, so this GHI here, this is a GHI 100% head examined VPI. She's in the blue currently, right now she's in the blue. So putting her in a holding container over here, and out comes her tub. Just into her water. Got a bucket over here, and then what I do is I'm taking what you see what this looks like. I mean, this is like soaked from water. You know, it's from them getting in the water and also the pee. Now I'm just gonna take all of this old mucky wood chip out. And it isn't very pleasant smelling at all. And I'm going to then clean and sterilize this tub like I normally do when I'm cleaning with F10. So I got my F10 spray here. Just spray around the walls and on the floor. Just gonna do 1 tub for you. Just gonna do 1 tub as a. So this is something we're changing up at North Coast Constrictors, guys. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to try obviously the hatchlings aren't going on this. Just the yearlings and the adults are going on this, okay? So the hatchlings right now are on paper, Carlton paper, and then I'll transfer them as soon as they get a bit older and they're ready for, I would have put them onto wood chip, I'm now going to transfer them onto the pine wood shavings. So it can be quite a mission. So before I started making this video, I did about 8 females before. And all I'm doing, guys, I'm just cleaning, I've sprayed this down with F10. F10 is a pet friendly and disinfectant. Okay. This is part of like a deep clean for the tub. Obviously I'll be waiting for the end of breeding season, or for the end of all my females hatch, because now I'm going to spend the next 4 months preparing my females and my males for breeding season and for pairing. So I want them used to it, you know. I want them comfortable. I want them, you know what ball pythons are like. Very picky. You can change one thing in their setup and it kind of throws them off. Okay. Some of the adult proven breeders that I have in my collection I got from breeders that were already keeping them on pine wood shavings. So for them it's actually nothing new. They changed when I bought them. They came from wood shavings onto my wood chip. Also pine, but wood chip. And so now they're just going back onto wood chip, wood shavings. Very important, guys. Kiln dried. Kills all the germs, bacteria, and whatnot. I've sprayed down the tub here with F10 as well. Just give it a good old disinfect. So this is going to be a first for me. The reason why I'm doing it is because I've seen the results. I've seen the guys that are at the top of the food chain when it comes to breeding ball pythons. They use this. So if I want to be one of the respected top breeders in the country and I want to have successful hatchlings and healthy ball pythons, it makes sense to mimic or copy or follow the same routine as the top breeders, does it not? Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm pretty much doing what I see the top 3 of the top breeders that I know of that do this. Alright, so this girl here now, she's a bit of a messy one. She didn't go for me this year. She locked up GHR 100% Heteroxanthic. Unfortunately, she didn't go. But there we go. She's going to be on her first experience with kiln dried pine wood shavings. And I have got racks behind you, 20, 40, 60, 100, 122, 144, 166. We've got 166 tubs to do right now. Well, I've done about 9 or 10, so I got about 156 to do. I'll do some of it now and I'll take a break and I'll finish up tomorrow. I think what I'll do is the breeding females. I'll do all the females tonight, this afternoon and tonight. and I will then do the males and the juveniles tomorrow. So let's have a look here. So that was that. Here's one of the girls that I put on. I'm going to tilt the camera down so that we can see her nicely. This is a girl that I actually bought from one of the top breeders in South Africa, and she was already on this pine wood shaving. What we've got here is a beautiful butter leopard clown female who is massive, and she is going to be breeding for me this year for the very first time. And I've got this one as well, but this is a firefly clown. I don't even think you can see her properly. Okay, maybe you can see her now. She's perfectly camouflaged inside there. Adult proven breeder. She's bred for the breeder that I bought her from. Rassie Erasmus and Wally van der Walt from BPM Reptiles. Bought those two snakes. They keep their snakes on wood chip. I mean, this wood shavings, and that is the route that I'm gonna go for 2023. So as always, we just mix and change things. I'm not saying that. I'm not reinventing the wheel. It worked. The wood chip did do its job for me. However, I've got this male here which had to sit out an entire season. Okay, he's got stuck shit on him now, but he's been nursing. I've had to keep him out. He had 2 operations. He looks terrible. I'm almost too embarrassed to put him on camera. He's been soaking. I'm trying to get the shit off him. He got an infected hemipene. Okay, this is a pastel red stripe 100% het clown. And he has had 2 operations on his cloaca and his hemipenes. And it was because of that very wood chip. When he was mating in the first, in 2021, he got a piece of wood chip stuck in his cloaca. It got infected, it swelled up, and it caused a big massive pus pocket inside there. So I had to sort that out and medicate him and get him. I mean, this is a prize boy. You know, yes, he's got stuck shit on him. I know. I have been soaking him. I'm trying to get it off. And he has gone back on food, but he's getting better. But he had to sit the entire 2022 season out. I could not breed him. So now, he's on newspaper at the moment. I never put him back on the chip. However, I'm now going to put him on that kiln-dried pine wood shavings. And I think that is going to make a world of difference. I honestly believe that the guys that are using it and the guys that are having great success with it, or they have got for a reason and they use it for a reason. They've also been doing it for the last 20 years with the same stuff. So it cannot possibly be wrong. Newspaper is an absolute mission. Forever changing newspaper. So I don't like paper at all. My hatchling rack over here. Let's just do a quick little. There's my hatchling racks. They're pretty much full up at the moment. Anyway, guys, my camera has come off the stand now. I'm going to sign out and say cheers, over and out. And I'm going to get cracking on now and do as many of these adult female tubs as I can do. And I'm going to keep you updated. I'm going to let you know how this pine is working for me, how these wood shavings are working for me, if I like it, if I don't like it. I'm going to see what the feeding response is like with the snakes. You know, I'm going to see if any changes in behavior or anything like that, especially for the snakes that I've got that haven't ever been on wood shavings. And yep, this is a channel all about information and trying different things. And yeah, 2023 season is going to be different to the 2022 season for sure. In that there's going to be some adjustments as far as temperatures go, bedding goes, and my pairings. The amount of pairings that I do females to males, the amount of times that I lock them up. There's a bit of content that I've got prepared to make another video because this one's already on 15 minutes. there are some great subjects that I want to discuss, especially for the new ball python breeder, or maybe the beginner breeder has done maybe a season. The things that I'm going into my third season now, and I've learned a hell of a lot this last year, my second season. I had a great season. I produced fantastic snakes. I was very lucky with the odds. I was very lucky with the snakes that I produced. I hit a lot of the visuals that I was going for with head pairings. So I've been very, very lucky. It means that my 2025 season is going to be epic, because those snakes will be breeding ready, or the females will be ready in 2025. So I'm going to change things up a little bit for 2024. 2023, I don't think that I'm going to pair up as many females. I think my season is going to be a bit smaller this year as far as pairing up females. I'm going to pair less females. But what I'm doing is I'm pairing now higher end genetics. So where I was pairing up a lot of females last year, a lot of them were 100% hets. A lot of the juveniles that I bought in 2021, they are now up to size, and they're very, very good quality visual recessives, which are going to be going to some males. So they couldn't breed last year. Now this year they're going to breed. So I'm going to have a few less females, but a few pairings. I would say half of what I paired last year. Last season, and that's perfectly okay, but they're all going to be absolute bangers. The males and the females that I'm pairing up, they're going to be absolute crackers. So guys, yeah, stay tuned for that. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and hit the notification bell. You'll never miss a video. And so that's it, guys. Over and out from me. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers for now.